lot of my time with D major. We go way back. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey fiddlers, welcome to today's fiddle lesson video. Today we are going to be learning a tune called The Frost is All Over, which at first I thought meant the frost is all over the place, like the frost is everywhere, which it has been lately. It's been all over my car, which is a little annoying, but you know, it's what I signed up for. And it means Christmas is coming. But I think it might mean that the frost is over, like it's done. I don't know, man. Either way, it's a really fun jig and I think you're gonna like it. If you would like sheet music and practice tracks for this tune and for a whole bunch of other fiddle tunes as well, you can find links for that in the description. All right, I know you came here to play the fiddle. I sure came here to play the fiddle. Let's get started. So first of all, let's figure out what key we're going to be playing in so we know where our left hand fingers are going to go. We are in the key of D major. I love D major. I spend a lot of my time with D major. We go way back. So let's play a D major scale starting with that open D string. It's going to go like this. D, 1, 2, 3, A, 1, 2, 3. And we're also going to have some notes over here on the E string in this tune. It's going to be E, 1, low 2, 3. Alright, so we've got our key signature. Let's figure out our time signature. The Frost is All Over is a jig. It's in 6/8 time. So the general feeling of it is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we've got our key signature, we've got our time signature. Let's learn the tune. As always, I'm going to be teaching this tune by call and response, so we're going to be learning it by ear. So I'll play each phrase a few times, and you can try pausing the video and playing it back. If you don't get it the first few times, no worries. That is the magic of modern technology. You can go ahead and just scroll back and play that section again. And for those of you who are of a sheet music using persuasion, classical music converts, I'm looking at you. I'll put the sheet music up on the screen one of those times so that you can follow along with that. As with many fiddle tunes, this tune has an A part, which is the first half of the tune, and a B part, which is the second half of the tune. Each one of those repeats. Let's go ahead and start with the A part. So the first phrase of the A part goes like this. It starts with your third finger on the A string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finger numbers 3, E, 1, E, 3, 1, A, 2, D, 1, D. One more time. The second phrase of the A part starts with your second finger on the D string and it'll go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finger numbers 2, A, 2, A, 1, E, A. The next phrase is the same as the first phrase of the A part, so we already know it, but why not play it again? Starts with that third finger on the A string. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3E1, E3, 1, A, 2, D, 1, D. And we're already on the last phrase of the A part, which starts with that second finger on the D string again, and it'll go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finger numbers: 2 A, 2 A, 1, 3, 2, 3. All right, nice work, guys. We have the A part. Let's go ahead and play it all the way through. So it's starting with that third finger on the A string. 1, 2, 3, go. So we are halfway through. Let's go ahead and bring this home. The first phrase of the B part starts with that first finger on the E string, and it'll go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm afraid we're gonna have to use our fourth finger in this tune. I usually avoid it like the plague, but there's no help for it. Finger numbers: 1, 3, 1, 3, low 2, 1, low 2, 1, low 2, 4, 3, low 2. The next phrase of the B part starts with your first finger on the E string, and it'll go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finger numbers: 1, 3, 1, 3, low 2, 1, low 2, 1, low 2, E. The third phrase of the B part is the same as the first phrase of the B part. It'll go like this, starting with your first finger on the E string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finger numbers again, those are 1, 3, 1, 3, low 2, 1, low 2, 1, low 2, 4, 3, low 2. And the frost is all over. It's almost all over. Let's play the last phrase of the tune, which starts with your first finger on the E string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Finger numbers: 1, low 2, 3, E, 1, low 2, 1, 3, 2, 3. Alright, you guys, let's try playing all the way through the B part, and we'll see how we do. Starting with that first finger on the E string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so let's go ahead and try playing this tune at medium speed. I'm going to set my trusty metronome to 80. When you can trust no one else in this world, you can trust your metronome. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. If you'd like to play that tune full speed, you can go back to the beginning of the video and play it along with me. So there you have it. That's the whole tune. You could live a very happy, fulfilled life just playing The Frost Is All Over just like that. But stick around. We're going to work on a variation for this tune, which includes some melodic changes, some double stops, some ornamentation, all kinds of good stuff. So let's dive right in and do that. Okay, so the first variation is going to come in right at the beginning of the tune, and it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're doing two things at once there. We're actually doing a melodic change to the tune, and here's what the melodic change is. Instead of going, we're just holding that third finger a little longer, and then going to that first finger. The other thing we're going to do is we're going to throw in some double stops. You know me. Love my double stops. Double stops are just when you're playing two strings at the same time with your bow. And what we're going to be doing is just playing either the open D or the open A along with the melody at the beginning of this tune in that phrase. So that first note will have the open D below it, then the open A below the melody here, open D again. And when we play the notes on the D string, we're going to play the open A above that. Make sure when you're playing that open A drone above the melody, your fingers are not accidentally hitting the open A, because nobody wants that. So here's that phrase one more time. Then we play the normal tune. Here we get to throw in one more melodic variation, and this is what it's going to sound like. So instead of, we're just going, if you want right here, you can add in a little ornament using a couple of grace notes. So when you're playing that first finger to the open string, you can add a couple of grace notes. So you're going to add your second finger and your first finger right in between those two notes. So you're going to play 1, and then real quick, 2, 1, open. Putting that all together, here's what it's going to sound like. And then we're scot-free till the end of the A part. So let's play those A part variations once all the way through. We're starting with that double stop and the melodic variation. 1, 2, 3, 4. Melodic variation. Grace notes. Okay, so those are all the fancy schmancy thingamajigs we're adding to the A part. Let's go on and do some fun stuff in the B part. Here's what the first phrase of the B part is going to sound like. Did you catch that roll in there? A roll is an ornament that uses 5 notes. So what you're doing is you're starting with the principal note you're playing, which is, in this case, your first finger, and you're going to play 1, 2, 1, open 1. There are many ways to play rolls. This is the way I play rolls, but please don't sue me if it's not the way you play rolls. Consult your local roll expert. You can practice rolls by starting really slow and then speeding up gradually. And I like to hold on to that first note of the roll and then kind of smush the other notes at the end. Alright, so this is coming into the tune right here. It's gonna go. The next thing we're going to do is just a little mordent. A mordent is when you play a note, the note above, and then go back to the note. So in this case, again, we're using our first finger, so we're going to go 1, 2, 1. And that little ornament happens right at the beginning of the note. So it's going to go. So we're going like this. And then we're just going to play the rest of the tune like normal. right, let's play the B part nice and slow, and we'll just try and remember all those little details. Starting out with that roll. 1, 2, ready, go. Mordent. All right, let's bring our metronome in on this, and we're gonna try going all the way through the tune. We got this. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. And if you'd like to play that variation up to speed, you can go back to the beginning of the video and play it along with me. All right, gang, that wraps up today's fiddle lesson video. I hope you enjoyed this tune. I really enjoyed this tune. When don't I enjoy a tune? If you'd like sheet music and practice tracks for the tune and the variation that we worked on today, plus a harmony and a chord chart, you can get that at one of the links in the description. You'll also find a link for sheet music and practice tracks for a whole bunch of other fiddle tunes as well. I appreciate you all. I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy fiddling, and I will see you in the next one.